Yes.
We are talking earlier in this episode because we do not have a video to play right now. Beat drop. Episode 174 of the Until Next Week podcast. And how are you feeling today, Dane?
Let's see here. Today is the 25th.
Yep.
The Cowboys are amazing. We're going to win the Super Bowl again. And the Packers are going to lose, and it's going to be amazing.
And we'll dig into that later on how inaccurate that statement was by Dane. But yes, we are 5 days past 420, so I hope you're all recovering well. I know Dane is, I am, because we didn't do anything.
You're recovering from it?
I just the idea of it. The idea of it.
Today we're going to do a live drug test on the pod.
Okay, so make sure to tune in to episode 174 of the Until Next Week podcast.
You tested positive.
Tested positive for a good time. That's what I do.
Boo.
When I make this podcast.
We need a booing thing.
I don't think we have a booing. We just have...
I run the slowest mile.
No, that's
is
not
that
a
good
booing.
enough?
No.
I mean, we have Shepherd's Cry.
Yeah, that one's still the worst, easily. I would rather have I run the slowest mile every single time over this.
Yeah, I think your boo would probably just be...
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
That one's better.
Yeah, if you want to boo, that's all we got.
A baby crying has never been pleasant to anybody. They've never thought, oh, like, I really enjoy this sound right now.
Well, I'm pretty sure when a baby is first born, they do cry.
The
and
idea...
I feel like that situation, they're like, this is...
Yeah.
I'm glad I hear her cry.
The idea of you having a baby crying is good, but the actual sound itself, not soothing whatsoever.
But what about in that scenario?
What do you mean?
It's like, well, I
Still
feel like
not
that'd
soothing.
be a soothing, like almost like a sigh of relief in a way.
But not towards the sound.
If you can hear the baby crying, you know it's no
But
long,
if the baby
like it's
can
outside.
If the baby can make any other sound, though, you would take that over crying.
Any
Not
other
any,
sound,
not any.
that
Not
could be
any.
bad.
Yeah, there's lots of crazy sounds.
Yeah,
out there.
there's a lot of things that could get the baby in trouble.
2/3 of sounds out there.
2/3?
Yeah, I think 2/3 is a good number.
What's like the top one right now?
Like top sound that I wish a baby could make?
Yeah, Micah Parsons has been traded to the Packers.
No.
Is that what you'd want the baby to say?
Looking back, so far, not a terrible trade. So far.
So far, you guys haven't done much.
So far, we've won the trade because Micah tore his ACL.
Have you though?
So far, yes.
So far, okay. Well, we'll get back with you in a few months here and see what your thoughts are.
I love Kenny, personally. Kenny Clark.
Oh, okay. You didn't love him at first.
And then we took one of those picks and traded it for Quinn Williams. So
okay, which again we'll
Great
get into
player.
during sports talk and everything
Yes.
else. This is the intro of the Until Next Week podcast. We hope you're still
Jiggly
listening.
Jake.
Breaking news. I will be working with Jiggly Jake here shortly.
You took a job?
With Jiggly Jake.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. I don't have... Here's some applause.
You wrote down a number, slid it across to them, and they said, crossed out, slid you a number, and you just spit it out and said, try again.
Yeah. And then I was like, here, another number. Double it. Take
double
Jake's
it.
money.
This time there's a comma.
And then if you have to fire him to hire me, we can do it. He does not know yet.
Merge his salary into your salary.
Yeah. So
and now there's a comma in your salary.
yeah. So I will be working with Jiggly.
Wow. You're going to like it way better.
Well, I also like that I'll have more content to get from him directly. So I'll be like, oh, now I see what he's doing on the day-to-day, and we can make better podcasts.
And Reverend Banks.
I did see him as well.
Yep.
There's a lot of people that I'm like, oh, did not know you're working here. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Half of our church works there.
Yeah.
It literally,
and all of them listen to the pod, for sure.
Yeah.
So
I mean, legit, it goes, like when you're in college, you work at 7 Brew.
Yep.
And that's called Hill City, like college.
Well,
whatever.
you can either go 7 Brew or you can go Kanakuk.
Yeah, you definitely do both.
While during the school year, you volunteer with K-Life.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And then once you graduate and you go out into the world, you're like, ooh, I wonder what I'm going to do with my fancy degree.
And you don't need to say the place that we're working, but
oh yeah, I won't say it.
Yeah.
What am I going to do with my fancy degree? Self-refrigeration parts. That's not the name.
Yeah, I didn't know where you're going with that. But I mean, that's where a lot of people are going. So I mean, it's a good spot.
Oh, I have a degree in astrophysics engineering. Sell refrigeration parts.
Yeah. But I mean, there's a lot of like solid people that work there. So looking forward to it.
I have a degree in astrophysics engineering.
Astrophysics?
This week,
Yeah, you don't have a degree in pronunciation. I know that.
Listen, we've already known this though.
Yeah.
That's
reading.
Oh man. I asked my boss this week, or this was kind of a fun thing he said. We were going to lunch and he said, he asked the question, do you think that all of America should use the ESV Bible, or all churches should use the ESV Bible? Because studies show like you need at least a 10th grade reading level in order to read the ESV Bible properly, in which over 50% of the U.S. population has below a 10th grade reading level. And I said, he goes, so do you think we should use that Bible? I said, do you think I have a 10th grade reading level? He said, we should just change the subject. And I was like, yeah, I don't know if I do.
and that's why we know when you're reading something on the podcast, because all of a sudden you just start misreading words, and it gets rough at times,
especially the faster I go.
Yeah, but it is enjoyable to listen to.
It's something.
Yeah.
So that was fun.
That's why we couldn't do those AI intros anymore, like we did one of the first episodes where we had it write out like the first 5 or 10 minutes of the episode.
Oh, I remember. And
I could flow with it, but it just sounded like you were having a lot of issues talking that day.
Listen, reading in general is oppressive. It's not catered towards the illiterate man.
Okay.
And I think it hates me.
In what way does it hate you?
Reading?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Super discriminatory.
Towards you?
Yes.
Okay. Well, anyway, yeah, so I'll be working with Jiggly Jake here shortly, so looking forward to that. Something else, kind of a discount tip of the week, however you want to look at it. Hawaiian Bros. I know they're based out of Kansas City, but they're slowly growing.
Not Hawaii.
They are not Hawaii. Also, they're not really that Hawaiian. It's kind of like how we take like Chinese food and Americanize it. That's similar to what we do with this. Even though Hawaii is American.
We do own it.
We do.
Let the record show.
Yeah, the 50th state as of like 1958, I believe.
I don't know why they're a state, honestly.
Why not? I mean, them and Alaska, the last two were
Alaska makes more sense. It's at least like real solid ground connected to something.
We just wanted a place to vacation.
Didn't
need a passport to get there. Keep it simple.
But we have Puerto Rico for that reason.
But Puerto Rico's not a state.
I know. So why can't we do the same thing with Hawaii?
Hawaii looks cooler, though.
You know what?
I think.
Sweeping declaration. Hawaii is no longer a state. It's in the 37 states that should not have voting rights.
Yeah, you've talked about that before. But anyway, Hawaiian Bros. Recently, they opened a spot in Springfield, again, based out of Kansas City. They have... It kind of reminds me of Chipotle in a weird way, just because it's a lot of like rice and then like
tropical
chicken.
Chipotle.
Yeah, rice, chicken, etc. But they have a deal, which if you sign up for the rewards program...
You did the moment you heard
which
about
I did. If the Royals score at least 6 runs at a home game, then the next day on your rewards app, they let you get a free plate of food, which is like $12.
It's free?
Completely free.
Okay.
And the Royals have been very bad this year.
Yeah.
But in the past week, they've scored at least 6 runs 3 times at home.
That's 3 free meals.
Yeah. And I got the first one.
I'm downloading it.
And then the next day they did it again. And I'm like, honestly, I don't want it again.
Not to be a big Royals fan over here.
But again, yesterday, at time of recording, they also scored at least 6 runs. So you could have had $40+ of food in the past week if you would have had the app downloaded.
Hawaiian Bros.
Yeah.
Is this app?
Yeah, that's it.
Nice.
So as long as you sign up for the rewards, then you'll get a free plate of food uploaded to your app every single time the Royals score 6 runs at home.
Just like the Cardinals one. 6 is a serious number at
mobile.
but
theirs is like 50-cent strings, and this is a free $12 plate of food.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's what some comedian was talking about at one time, and they were like sitting with their dad. Where's my food apps? I have mine in folders or whatever. Oh, here it is. Boom. This comedian was talking about it with their dad, and he's sitting there with his dad, and he goes, Mobile on the Run in St. Louis, Missouri does 50-cent drinks anytime the Cardinals score 6 or more runs. And the other day, I was sitting there with my dad, and we got to 5 runs, and then there was a runner on second or third, and the guy at bat pops out. And my dad, instead of being like, "Oh man," he goes, seems fishy, doesn't it?
He's like, no, they don't want us to get the deal.
Dad, they're up 5-0. And he goes, I don't know. Seems like could have drove in those guys right there.
It's similar, like, you know how sports gambling wasn't legal? That was their sports gambling initially. Yeah. They're like, we need the 6.
I love gambling.
Yeah. I did look up how many runs are typically scored on average, and I guess it usually hovers around 4.5 to 4.8 a game.
That feels like it's a lot.
Kind of. I mean, it makes sense though. You see like really good starters typically have like around a
I thought it'd be like 3.5. But yeah, I guess a 4 ERA.
Yeah. So, but then on top of that, with this special happening, they have to be at home for the Royals.
Yeah,
so
that's
all of
dumb.
a sudden, that's 81 games they have a potential of.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, how many will they actually score? 6? I don't know.
Maybe
you don't
10.
know. God does.
He does,
but he's
know.
not telling.
He does know.
So yeah, if you have a Hawaiian Bros near you, download the Hawaiian Bros app and pay attention to the Royals. See if they score 6 runs at home here or there. But you also would get the notification from Hawaiian Bros to get that free plate of food.
Oh, you get a notification?
As long as you have notifications on, yeah.
I'm about to.
Or they'll send you an email. Like
No.
that's how I knew.
Don't want emails.
It's a $12 plate of food.
I know. I'm
that
just going to check the Royals
that you probably can get 10 to maybe 20 times a year, maybe more.
That'd be nice.
I don't know.
We need all 81. That'd be insane.
But again, the first day I had it, I enjoyed it mostly. But the second day, I'm like, I'm honestly kind of tired of it.
Well, that's because they were back-to-back days.
Yeah, if as long as it's spread out, like
Yeah.
once every couple weeks, like I would do that. But if it gets too much, like back to back to back, I'm like,
Now you're losing money.
I don't really want it. But it also is right across the street from where I work out, so it's also
Yeah.
pretty accessible.
Planet Fitness.
Not Planet Fitness. I go to the biblical workout place, Genesis.
There
Yes.
it is.
I also went to the sketchy Genesis the other day, which I'll get into shortly, where I played softball. There's a second location,
Nice.
sketchier side of town.
Skechers.
Walked in, went to one of like the back like rooms they usually do like dance classes or workout classes.
Yes, for your dance class?
Yes, for sure. But I actually jumped on a bike instead,
Mhm.
put on headphones, rode for like 30 minutes, came out of that room, no one. I didn't see anyone working out. All the TVs are off. I'm like, did the
they
rapture
close?
occur? Like, if the rapture occurred, I'm not in a good spot. This is very bad. Or did they close? But I'm like, why would the lights still be on? But I was very confused for about 2 or 3 minutes. Eventually, I'm like, I guess I'll just go to the bathroom and get changed and then see what happens. And then I
Terrible
saw like
idea.
one other person, checked online, saw they were closing in 8 minutes.
Yep.
And I'm like, okay, this makes more sense.
Classic Samuel move.
Yeah, but the other locations open 24 hours a day,
It should be.
besides like 2 days a week. And then this one's closing at 8 o'clock on a Thursday. I'm like,
Well, there's not even anybody there right now. So
well, that's because it was closing at 8. That's why they had to leave, because there were
Kick 'em
a
out.
good amount of people before that. But I'm like, what just happened?
I loved working at places where you had like a closing time because you just start staring at the customer still there, like, why are you here?
You know,
and there's
I
still like 30
I
minutes.
think most places you work do have a closing time, Dane. Not many places are open 24/7.
Not God's house.
Yeah, God's house is open 24/7. That is true.
It's always open 24/7.
Yeah, but you've never worked at God's house.
We don't know that.
You've worked at a side aspect of God's house.
Also open 24 hours.
The church?
Yeah.
That's what I was talking about.
I mean, it's somewhat open.
I mean, I guess a church in general, because we are the church, we technically would be open.
Exactly.
But the building that you work at is not open 24/7.
not with that attitude.
I guess you're right. Speaking of that, we do need to play pickleball there sometime soon.
I'm going to come in at 2 a.m. tonight.
2 a.m. tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll let you all think about that statement Dane just made.
No, it stands. That's not when the day begins. The day begins at
2 a.m. tonight.
That's nighttime, Samuel.
You just said 2 a.m.
Put it in the
tonight.
comments. Tell me if 2 a.m. is nighttime or daytime to
Well,
you.
at least say 2 a.m. at night.
At night.
And then that way it doesn't sound as weird. But when you say 2 a.m. at night, you immediately rebutted yourself. You can't rebuttal
2
yourself.
a.m. is nighttime.
You could also just say 2 at night. That would have been the better statement to make. Do you remember how we talked about Dane doesn't know how to read?
2 a.m. at night.
Checks out. Checks
That's
out.
nighttime.
Okay. Well, what are you thinking right now? What's happening with you?
My car exploded again.
How did you get here?
I know, right? I had got it fixed.
Right.
So I went in for a simple oil change at 8 a.m. and I left
Today?
No, yesterday.
In the morning or night?
In the morning.
Okay.
The sun was up.
8 a.m. in
So
the morning.
It was 8 a.m.
Not 8 a.m. at night.
I went in at 8 a.m. and I left at like 11:45.
It's almost 4 hours.
I know. I was there for almost 4 hours.
You said an oil change?
I was going in for an oil change, and they were like,
What did they upsell you on?
well, they were like, you want your tires rotated? And I was like, yeah, probably. And so I was like, rotate the tires. And then they were like, okay, and then I went back up there. They were like, hey, you need a new tie rod. And the thing is, I already knew I needed a new tie rod because last time I went in there, they were like, hey, your car's unsafe. And I go, I doubt it.
Are you saying because of the duct tape I have on the front?
Yeah.
Is that why?
The duct tape makes it safe.
It does make them make a lot of assumptions very quickly about you.
Yeah, and they need to quit assuming it.
Okay. But your tire rod you need to fix
So
now.
I need a new tie rod. They were like, hey, it's definitely worse than last time. And I was like, okay. Well, now it seems like 2 different people have seen that the tie rod is not very good. And so I'm like, okay, how much is that going to cost? Because last time you said it was going to be like $900. They go, oh, no, it's not $900. And I go,
$15,000.
I was like, well, how much is it? And he goes, like $120. I was like, oh, yeah, let's do that. And so got a new tie rod. And then I got new windshield wiper blades. And then I don't know what else happened. Oh, yeah, they charged me for labor on top of that.
Well, after a while, they're like, hey, this guy's getting everything. Say something else is wrong with his car.
Well, I need new struts. And that's
okay. They're making up stuff now.
Well, I know what struts are.
Okay.
And struts, they said one of them is there and the other one broke off somehow. They said that's not supposed to happen. They're just not there. And
Was
I'm
that
like,
from when you like jumped your car over all those kids?
no.
Okay. Couldn't remember.
That was through a ring of fire.
Oh, okay.
I went down, down, down. Anyways.
Our minds were different spots there. I was thinking the Ring of Fire from Finding Nemo.
Oh. And I thought Johnny Cash.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So,
and Dane's the one who can't read. How
out
does
the
that
door.
make sense?
Out the door, $460 though. And I was like, dang, this car better last forever.
And did it last forever?
I mean, it's still here.
Okay.
And the thing is, I said this in my small group last week where I was talking with another dude who's like, hey, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, listen, I hate my car. Sorry about that.
Yeah, they can't hear it.
I said, sorry. Or I said, I hate my car.
Yeah.
Like it's ghetto. It's rusty. It's dusty. It's musty.
But does that one have the heated wheel?
No,
That was the other.
That was the grandma car.
But you still like this though more than the grandma car?
For sure. The grandma car is so grandma-y. And it's ugly. It's the ugliest car I've ever seen or heard of.
Yeah, but at the same time,
Heated steering wheel was the only positive part about that car.
when you end up trading it with your parents, was there any issues with it other than the look?
Do you remember when I got an alternator replaced in it?
Okay.
That was $900.
And did you replace it and then you traded with them?
Actually, one of
Or
my
did they replace it? Or one of your friends replaced it for you?
Yes,
that was it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So somebody actually came up with the dollars who's super rich that we know.
You should have been like, hey, so I got these $460 in repairs.
Yeah, I would sure like to have that back.
If you're listening right now,
No.
you know who you are.
You know who you are.
Yeah.
And they actually started a podcast too.
Yes.
And so that's fun. And man,
Mark
Andy
Cuban.
offered. I never asked. So that was cool.
Yeah.
So car stuff. Also, this week was 420, as Samuel announced at the beginning
Yeah.
of the pod.
Always exciting in the church sphere.
Very exciting in the church sphere. And so on Monday, I wished everybody a happy 420. And by everybody, I mean our exec team. So like
the exec team, not even like the other like student leaders. You just went straight to the top.
I went straight to the top. So all the people who like basically run our church. And first person was my direct boss. I said, hey, happy 420, man. And he goes, Dane, shut up. And then walks away.
You're like, I'm gonna do it again.
And I go, all right. And then I see one of our pastors. I go, hey, happy 420. I want that for you. And he looks at his watch. He goes, oh, yeah, that is today.
She's like,
laughs and walks off. And then I don't know what this girl's title is, but she's like the main lady at our church.
I think that's what her title is. Main lady at the church. Yeah.
I go, hey, Katie, happy 420. And she goes, what is that?
Oh no.
And I go, oh man. And I go,
it's the time 2 weeks after Jesus returned.
well, I was like, you know.
I'm just kidding. I'm happy that it's happy 421 tomorrow.
She goes, is this something I should look up, Dane? I go, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
She's like, no, well, what is it? And I go, you know, like it's.
Oh, Jonathan, yes, you're calling me? We'll be right over.
It's National Weed Smoking Day. And she goes, is this something we need to talk about in my office, Dane? And I go, you know who's great? Your kids. Your kids are so great. And then somebody else walks over and goes, hey, happy 420. And she goes, is this something else we need to talk about in our office? And he goes, what do you mean? This is Hitler's birthday. And she goes, "Oh my word!" And then, so I was glad because now she's distracted by that, and I was
And
like,
you ran away.
I was like, "Once again,
It is his birthday.
I know, yeah.
I mean, there's no reason I wouldn't know that. 1889.
1889 is crazy.
That is crazy.
He was around during the prime time of baseball, and
that is insane.
that was quite a quickie dink we had to talk ourselves out of.
Was that like another
Yeah,
guy
that's
like
real.
at your level, or was it like a
It was
lower level?
It was somebody at my level, so it was funny when he walked up. and-
Everybody's just saying.
yeah, he was just like, "Hey, happy 420."
Did you stop there? Or did you wish anyone else a happy 420?
I only wanted to wish the exec team. So our main pastor, or one of our other pastors, wasn't there that day, and then the other exec lady was on
So
vacation.
the top dog was not there.
Yeah, he wasn't there.
He was
But
probably celebrating.
I think he would have laughed.
Yeah.
So he would have laughed. But another exec lady was in vacation or on vacation in Alabama, so she wasn't there either.
Yeah, I think you need to be somewhat careful on who you wish these holidays to.
No,
You need to know who will actually get the joke and who won't get the joke. And you have to
wanted them to
explain
know
the
it.
joke. That's when it's not good.
I wanted them to know it and to be wished a happy 420. I didn't care about anybody else. No. Oh, and also, what was it? Not Jersey Mike's. What's the Jimmy John's had a deal on 420.
That doesn't surprise me whatsoever.
Buy one get one free.
Yeah, I mean, when who else would want to eat very plain average sandwiches than people who just make bad decisions in the first place?
Some of them there, like if you get the expensive sandwiches, they're pretty good, but
It's just so
they're-
bland.
They're the expensive ones for a reason.
Yeah, go to Jersey Mike's like you initially said, or even Subway's better than Jimmy John's.
I like Mr. Good Sense.
Personally, one of the top ones
Firehouse.
also, I don't know if it's pretty local or how far they spread out. Pickleman's.
I love pickle bins. yeah.
Pickleman's is nice. Sandwiches aren't big.
They need bigger sandwiches, or
But
else they'd be great.
nice subs. I also have a $50 gift card there, so I need to hit it up sometime.
Yeah, small sandwiches
That's free
really
money.
grind my gears.
It does. Should I change over? and
I
hit the
got it.
button? No. Again,
That wasn't it.
we need to click this.
That's how my legs feel after running.
Renaming stuff for no reason grinds my gears.
Yes.
Or at least it seems like no reason, because recently the minor league baseball stadium in Springfield, Missouri, named after the great John Q. Hammons Field.
He's got everything named after him.
He does, because he did spread his money around quite a bit.
like
He's the
money.
reason minor league baseball came back to Springfield and helped build this giant stadium. It's been named after him for past 22 years, give or take. And then Springfield, Missouri decided to rename this stadium
To
or
rename
field,
the rename.
and they're like, we're going to call it Route 66 Stadium,
Yes.
which I'll get into that with some of my fun facts later. But basically, I think with this Route 66 event, which is coming up here in Springfield, Missouri, coming up pretty soon, they are like, hey, we need to really play into this.
As
So
they
let's
should.
just rename the stadium altogether and take away a little bit of history, you know?
It's
It's not like John Q. Hammons. He didn't do anything bad. I mean, he wasn't like dead and stuff, but that's...
Wait, he's alive?
No, he's been dead
Oh, yeah.
for quite a bit. But they're like, no, we're going to rename it Route 66 Stadium. And it kind of got me thinking, like, what other places have got renamed that just became way worse?
Oh, man.
And I have a list initially, and then I figured we'll go back and forth and say some other items that we think should change. Because there
Yes.
are some changes which make sense, and other ones I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And first off, I'm going to start with another name that was in Springfield, Missouri. John Q. Hammons also had an arena named after him,
Yes, he did.
JQH Arena.
Yeah.
They decided to rename it Great Southern Bank Arena.
Which is terrible
No
name.
one calls it that. Why would you call it Great Southern Bank Arena, which takes forever when you can just say JQH?
Yeah, JQH.
So much easier. Another one, Sears Tower in Chicago.
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah, it changed to Willis Tower.
Who was that?
I don't know. What you talking about, Willis? And it again, just doesn't flow. Not a great name. Sears, again, went under, but still, keep it Sears Tower.
I remember Sears.
Yeah, what a time. Back in the day when they had an Extreme Makeover Home Edition, they would always go to Sears.
And we're going to get this washing machine for $8,000.
Yeah, and give it to that family.
Give it to them.
Shout out. Another one, Arrowhead Stadium.
Trash place.
Which, again,
It was a better name, though.
it was a better name
Is a
because
better
then
name.
they changed it to Gia Field
Well,
at Arrowhead Stadium.
Yes, yeah.
So,
That's the field name, but the stadium is Arrowhead.
and I think they would have still called it Gia Field or Gia Stadium if there wasn't so much backlash. People are like, you're stupid. Don't change
yeah,
this.
Arrowhead, fun, cool, mysterious, plays into their name.
Gia Field, mysterious. What is this?
What is this? Don't
Yeah.
want it to be this. This
Yeah.
is trash. Patrick Mahomes is trash.
Yeah, that's a good point. Another one, Staples Center in L.A.,
That one-
home of the
that was
Lakers and
cool.
Clippers. They changed it to Crypto.com Arena.
Yeah, that's terrible. I don't want your crypto.
And why .com? Just do Crypto Arena.
Yeah.
But they want to make sure you know Crypto.com. Like, yes, you have a lot of money, but Staples Center, iconic. Crypto.com Arena, kind of dumb.
Terrible.
Kind of dumb.
Absolutely terrible.
Another one, the Steelers Stadium. I don't know if you knew this. Used to be called Heinz Field.
Yeah, I remember that.
Very solid. I mean, it's a condiment name. You
What
got
is
the
it now?
ketchup, mustard, etc.
Well, and they're from there too, right? Heinz like company.
I believe it is around that area. And then I found out that they were renamed, I think it's Acrisure Stadium.
Who?
Acrisure Stadium.
Not calling it that.
Yeah, Heinz Field, classic.
Yeah,
Acrisure Stadium, it sounds like you have a stutter.
it does.
Yeah, and that's an issue. A couple more I have. Kennedy Center
Okay.
was renamed. And again, you can probably guess when this was renamed. It became the Trump Kennedy Center. I was like, I don't think that was necessary.
Man, Donald Trump is the most entertaining president of all time. Whether you love him or hate him, he's the most entertaining president.
I'm like, what? I'm like, okay, whatever. And then the final one I had down here, which I know you're passionate about, is the Cowboys Stadium.
Love Cowboys.
Became AT&T Stadium.
It was called Cowboy Stadium, and then became AT&T.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
I think it was when they built the Jerry World.
Yeah, because that was like, I feel like that was the first like big new modern stadium.
Yeah, $5 billion.
And then from there, there's been several other big stadiums, like
Man.
whatever the one in LA is, which
SoFi.
still hate. Yeah, SoFi.
SoFi is dumb.
Yeah, there's a
Well, you already did Crypto.com. Paycor Stadium, Lone Depot Park.
that's stupid.
That one's done or dumb. Caesars Superdome. Just call it the Superdome.
Yeah.
Camping World Stadium.
I had been at Camping World Stadium. I didn't actually go in. This was back in like 2020 before COVID hit. I was going to go to the All-Star game for like high schoolers, like across the nation. It was held there, and I was down there for like a training trip with my swim team. I brought a football along because I believe Deion Sanders was the coach of the high schoolers. And then when I was about to go into the stadium, I found out you couldn't bring in footballs.
That's lame. you
And
had to
then
get rid
I
of
was like, I'm not going to just like throw this $50 or $60 football away. But I was also like multiple miles away from where I was staying. I didn't have a car. So then out of spite, I walked back 3-ish miles in downtown Orlando in the evening. Kind of sketchy.
Empower Field at Mile High with the Broncos.
Do you have any others? Or do you want to get into some that should change?
Alliance Stadium with the Raiders.
Mm-hmm. He's just going to rename. He's going to go through all the renames, it sounds like, at this
Guaranteed
point.
Rate Field
Yep.
for the
Yep.
White Sox.
Yep.
That one's terrible.
Um,
KFC Yum Center. That's the Louisville Cardinals men's basketball team.
there's some bad ones.
Smoothie King Center.
I kind of like that.
That one's
Kinda
crazy.
smooth. Some of that I thought should change, though. Soldier Field, for the Bears.
Bears.
Pretty sure they should rename it Aaron Rodgers' house.
I knew it. I knew you'd say something like that.
Have a few others here. Devil's Tower National Monument
Whoa.
in Wyoming. Christ Tower.
Yeah,
No,
let's
why not?
go ahead and change that.
Yeah, I mean he made it, so
That's true.
Let's get the devil out of that.
Devil did not.
No, he didn't.
Devil just wears Prada.
Currently, I'm drinking Liquid Death. Why not Liquid Life?
Liquid Life.
Yeah.
It's just called regular
And
water.
then you can put John 3:16 on the side.
That's true.
We're going to make a drink right now. You heard it here first. Liquid Life, John 3:16. We will not get sued. We will make millions, though.
Yeah. Samuel is drinking alcohol on the podcast.
That's not what this is. I'm drinking an armless Palmer
I used to always. What does that even mean?
because originally they called it Arnold Palmer, and Arnold Palmer's estate was mad. So out of spite, they called it an armless Palmer.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they were pretty mad about it.
As they should be spiteful for that.
Yeah. Or maybe they called it armless Palmer originally. Oh, I need to look this up. There was one of them where there was a name issue, and then they got mad. Armless Palmer name change. Let's check. Okay, so they changed it to Armless Palmer because originally they called the drink Dead Billionaire.
Dead Billionaire is crazy. Not the Dead Billionaires Society Club.
Yeah, so Arnold Palmer's estate was not happy about them calling it Dead Billionaire, so they renamed it to Armless Palmer.
Doesn't make any sense.
I mean, What part doesn't make sense?
That they're mad about calling a dead billionaire.
Well, I guess they just were like, oh, that's mean. So they got a little closer to Palmer and named it Armless Palmer.
Man.
So shout out. The last one that I had on here was Shepard Thomas Reed should just become Thomas Reed because I mess up his name too much.
Shepard Joseph Reed.
Yeah, and that confuses me too. Whenever you throw the Joseph in the mix.
Let's just call him Joe Reed.
Joe Reed.
Reed.
That's a football player. He's be 330 pounds growing up, and he's gonna be a beast.
I think he's gonna play safety.
That's a really good Joe Reed. That's your new name. Take away. You're not Thomas. You're not Shepard. You're Joe.
Yeah. You don't get to say who you are.
I think he just gained 8 pounds.
He did.
Yeah.
He looks like he's gained a bunch of pounds. He's a chunky boy.
Chunky boy.
He's been eating his Campbell's chicken noodle soup.
Yeah, he is. That's what Joe Reed would do.
Chunky.
Yeah. That could be his if they have like nickname jerseys, kind of like the MLB has.
Chunky
he could just
Reed.
be Chunky Reed.
That's crazy.
Let's go, Chunky. That's
Don't
good.
swing it. Lindsay's gonna be that kind of mom. Don't swing at balls out of the strike zone, honey.
Shut up, Mom.
Mom, I'm trying to hit the ball right now. Ugh. And then Daniel's like, son, don't backtalk your mother. And then I'm gonna be like, hey,
Also, what is Daniel doing on Instagram?
what do you mean?
Nowadays?
He's promoting.
What is he promoting?
It's his job now.
Is that actually his job, or is that
Yes.
just like a weird side quest?
No, it's his job now.
I'm
To
so confused.
also advertise what he does.
Yeah.
And then, because through the advertising, it's more referrals and clients.
Okay, I wasn't really for sure because he just posts really random stuff.
I
now.
don't know exactly what he's selling, but I know he's in sales now.
Okay.
That's all I know.
Okay, interesting. Well,
Yep.
shout out to those name changes. Did you have any other suggestions, or did you want to let me know what grinds your gears?
We should rename Diet Pepsi to something better. To Pepsi Light.
Pepsi Light.
Or Light Pepsi.
Okay.
Yes. Instead of diet things, it's just something light.
Not as good Pepsi.
Not as good Pepsi.
Yeah. Flavorless Pepsi.
Flavorless Pepsi.
Aspartame Pepsi.
White Mom Cola.
This is worse for you, Pepsi, in the long run.
Aspartame is great for you. Pepsi.
We could have shortened aspartame to pertame.
Pertain.
Yeah,
There it is.
pertain. There we go. Pertain Pepsi. That way you got PP.
What? That's it. We're moving on.
Okay. What grinds your gears, Dane?
The Chiefs.
I mean, everyone knows that.
Tired of them
You
and
hate
their ways.
the Chiefs. What do you hate now about the
They
Chiefs?
stole Mansour Delane from us.
Who?
Mansour Delane.
Gesundheit.
Mansour Delane.
Mansour Delane.
He's a corner out of LSU, and now he's going to be a Kansas City Chief. And they traded up from 9 to 6 to take him. And
Did someone else trade down from 6 to 9?
The Browns.
Classic Browns move.
And so he's the best corner in the draft. And so the Cowboys weren't able to get him. However, it worked out for the Cowboys, which I'll get into later.
Okay.
What also grinds my gears is April and May weddings and going away parties. They're just constant and unrelenting. And guys, I get
did
it.
have a going away party last night.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like,
going back to what I said, I'm going to work with Jiggly Jake.
that's
So,
true. You had a going away party at your job?
yeah.
Nice. Good.
Apparently, they liked me. So I was like, okay,
I quit.
if you want to throw me a party, I would be honored. And it was a good time. And I appreciate everyone who came out. Some of which may be listening right now.
And
you
walked
knew who
out-
you are. Thank you.
You walked out with a list of all the things you wish you could have said while you were working here. Here's all the things I hated and who I hated while I worked here.
Actually, they did have a going away survey, and I did not mark down anyone that I hated. But I did mark down a lot of people that I appreciated. So
Here's who I hated in order.
we're not the same thing. I left on good terms. It was a good time.
You didn't get up on the table and pee on the conference table?
No, what are you talking about?
I could just see you doing that.
You could see me doing that.
Yes.
I can't do that because I'll hit my head on the ceiling.
Because like one day when you were just getting like screamed at, you're like, "Oh yeah, you think I need this? Because I don't."
Dane, did this happen to you?
No, I would
Is this
never
what
do
happened at Academy?
No, that's not what
When they were
happened at
trying to walk
Academy.
you out peacefully, you actually were on the conference tables and you're finally admitting it.
We're not allowed to talk about that in the pod.
Okay. If you want to hear more about that, probably go to one of the first 25 episodes.
Be one of our Patreons.
Yes.
It'll be
yes.
great.
Okay, so April, May weddings, going away parties.
Yes. So I have a friend who now says that he's like, I love that people are getting married, but don't invite me to your wedding.
He could just decline.
I know. But it depends on how close you are, if you can just not go or things like that.
And you don't want the word to get around, though, about not wanting to be invited, because what if you have that one super wealthy friend who's going to have bougie food? Like, you want to make sure you still get that invite.
Like oysters?
To celebrate them, obviously.
I want oysters.
You like oysters?
Yeah.
Okay.
I had oysters once at a fancy restaurant. It was good.
The last time I had oysters at a fancy restaurant was after a St. Louis Blues game.
Yes.
I think I talked about this at one point. Me and my friend Andrew, we went to this game with a lot of basically business owners, doctors, etc. And they wanted to go to the casino restaurant, which was very pricey. And they could tell that we both, poor boys over here, thought it was pretty pricey. So about 5 minutes into it, they're like, we'll cover your guys' meal. Just order something. I'm like, okay, we can do that now.
That one where you're just flipping it over.
I was like, oh, what's the cheapest thing? Can I get a roll of bread, please, and a water?
I'll take that.
A diet water, please.
Diet water.
But they end up getting like this, the full order of basically like a surf and turf appetizer, like $150. Appetizer, and it had so many oysters and like lobster leg, like lobster tails, like everything. I'm like, this is kind of nice.
Not pregnant, just eating good.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, it was a good time. After they told us they would pay, because we were like,
you see the doors just explode, and then you just have all the options.
Well, they probably got questionable when they heard me calling my credit card company, like, hey, what's my limit again?
Yeah.
Can I hit this? Like, this won't be a fishy charge. This should go through, right?
Yeah. Won't be suspicious activity.
Yeah. So I end up getting the $800 steak.
Man. Yeah. I was going to say, now I'm getting a steak. Tomahawk, please.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
So that's what grinds my gears. All the April and May weddings and things like that. All my Saturdays and Sundays and Fridays are just now booked. It's like, I have a going away party this week, and next week I'm in a wedding, and then more weddings.
But the more people that go away, the fewer parties you'll have.
You say
in
that.
the long run.
You say that.
I did say that.
But people always are coming around.
Okay. Coming around and going away.
Yeah. And
is you're not having coming around parties.
It's really funny because like people like who are young right now are just like, oh, it's so sad that people are like moving away and this and that. And I was like, you get used to it.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah.
I kind of got a lot of those out of the way very quickly.
Yeah.
Like as soon as college hit, I'm like, oh, there goes all my friends.
Once you become a senior in college, your senior year in college, you graduate. If you stick around and you see all this mass exodus of people who go back to their hometown usually or somewhere else, and you're just like, wow, this is so sad, blah, blah, blah. And then you start to realize, oh, this happens every year. People just move away. And you're like, oh, well, is what it is. See you later.
And that's why I don't make friends.
That's exactly right.
So I guess we can get into what we always talk about.
Yo, it's that time of day, so listen up, because it's time for some sports talk. The segment where we boldly analyze things we barely watched. Did we do research?
Factually, no. Emotionally, yes.
We're talking Big Daddy hacks, devastating sacks,
and fourth quarter comebacks.
But most importantly,
no soccer. Welcome back to Sports Talk. We're back at it again, even though most of our podcast is basically sports talk. We do have this main segment of only sports.
Bum, 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 bum.
Dun, 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 dun.
Bum, 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 bum.
Dun, dun, dun.
Your softball bat?
Yeah, so played some slow pitch softball, which is just hurts to say at times this past week. And we got beat up.
You got blown out?
Kind of twice.
Like Shepard's diaper?
Yeah, beat me to the joke. Dang it.
Shepard's diaper has often blowouts.
Yeah.
You know why? Because Lindsay used to have blowouts all the time until the age of 5.
Every time. So yeah, sports talk. Yeah, we had a co-ed game and we had an all men's game. 8:20, 9:20 game. Super fun, super late, etc. I thought we would play good in the co-ed game. We had a lot of like random pickups because a lot of
you
the
only
people,
get an hour?
Yeah, typically it's like 55 minutes.
That's
because
lame.
they go like 4 games a night. It's like 6:20, 7:20, 8:20, 9:20.
Lame.
But what stinks is last week, the third game of the night, I believe, went a little late for the team we were supposed to play. So we didn't start till like 9:45, which is rough.
No.
But yeah, good time. But if you're only playing one game a week, that's like 50 minutes. Not very fun. So you want to make sure you're playing at least 2. Some people play like all 4, which is crazy.
Right. Which I would.
But anyways, yeah, I thought we would do pretty good because the co-ed game, we had a lot of like random female players filling in who have like softball backgrounds.
Oh.
didn't help us too much, unfortunately, because we just weren't. Situational hitting was not great. Defense was pretty poor. Ended up getting run rolled for back-to-back weeks.
That's not good,
That was
Samuel.
unfortunate. Yeah. I was trying to tell him, like, hey, the person on second can't score, otherwise we lose. Person proceeds to score. I'm like, okay.
What position are you playing?
Well, that's something else. Something else that this also grinds my gears and sports talk combined. I was like, I'll play left center. And then this other guy who definitely plays a lot of softball, bigger than me. We'll just say that. He's like, I'll take left center. I'm like,
nope.
You sure about that? Are you sure about that? He's like,
Need to
you
be able
go
to run a
right
little
center.
bit.
I'm like, I don't think this is a good move, but I went to right center.
Because most people are going to pull.
He makes some plays that look amazing, but that's because he doesn't move very quickly. And then other plays, I'm like, why didn't you catch that? You ran up 2 steps and stopped and let it bounce ahead of you. I'm like, so many plays. And honestly, that's what was also just, again, sports talk grinds my gears. I'm like, we wouldn't have got run rolled if you would have just hustled a little bit to that ball and caught it in the air. And I'm like, each time. And then, of course, because right center, no balls hit to me. I think I had like 1 or 2 the entire game. I'm like, glad you're using my abilities out here really well.
You know what Dane's specialty was?
What was that?
Defense and pitching.
Yeah, you'd be good. We need to figure out a softball league where we can play together someday.
Every day, all day.
Yeah.
I want to play in a softball league.
That'd be fun. I think you'd enjoy it.
Oh, yeah.
You'd also get really frustrated in these scenarios.
AKA the usual.
Yeah. But the prior week, I don't know if this guy was here. Again, we got run rolled, but I did have 1 inning where I caught 3 balls in a row.
Nice.
One, I ran back and I threw my arm up over my head and caught it as I was like basically a Willie Mays type catch. Going on the track. And then the next one I had to run up to the side. I caught it. And then the last one was kind of just hit to me. And I'm like, okay, I'm pretty valuable at defense. But no, let's put you right center where nobody hits the ball. So that frustrated me.
How many outfielders are there?
We did 4.
Yeah.
But they just happened to put me in the spot where basically the fewest balls were hit. I'm like, this is not the smart move. I don't want to say this out loud, but I am the best player on that team.
I don't want to say this out loud. However,
yeah, if there was a softball draft and they put all of us in order, I would get picked first every time.
dang it.
In the most humble way I can say that. And then the second game was a men's game. We did not get run rolled because we were up 12 runs with 10 minutes left.
So true.
And we're the visitor team, so I'm like, I want to hit at least 1 time, but currently we're up by too much. If the game ends like really quick, like the game might just be over at this point. So we're like, make sure, in my mind, I'm like, let's let them score at least 3 runs. So that way we'll get 1 more at bat, we'll be fine. We proceeded to let them score 12 runs and tied the game. So then we had to go 1 more inning. We scored 1 run. There's a guy on like first and second. Whole night, super windy, like left to right, just incredible wind. I came up to bat. I didn't know if I'd get another at bat. I hit a deep ball, like killed it. And I'm like, it's going super far foul to the left. So I kind of turned around, was about to like adjust my batting gloves essentially.
Home.
And I turn around. I'm like, why is that person standing in fair territory? It was so windy. It blew what I thought was a ball that was a mile foul. And it basically made it land right on the left field line at the warning track, and they caught it. I'm like, of course.
Of course.
Of course, that's my luck.
Samuel's out.
And I was like, dang it, that's not great. So then we had a 1-run lead going into the bottom of the inning. We got 2 outs. They had 2 people on. I think they ended up loading the bases, and then they hit a deep ball to right field. And guy didn't catch it because the inning before, I'm like, hey, the righties are unlikely to hit it past you in right field because that's the oppo shot. He took a few steps in, and this one guy happened to hit a bomb, and I'm like, I'm sorry. But at the same time, they were probably going to win either way. So,
which is sad face emoji.
Yeah, it grinded my gears, and that was essentially my sports talk. Besides that, the Packers have won the draft so far because we took Micah Parsons in the first round.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, we did.
An ACL list.
We already won the first round. Like, who had the best pick in the first round? Actually, the Packers. Micah Parsons. Go figure.
Unreal. No, because here's why.
Okay, here's why. Okay, and this is where Dane will get into his sports.
Dane was pretty excited.
Yeah, I saw it from your Instagram post.
About the draft, like going into it. Because I was like, oh man, this is a big day because there's lots of basketball on too and the first round of the NFL draft. And so Dane gets home. He makes sure that we're not doing anything that night. And then he makes some pasta, starts watching the draft, has the basketball games on in the background too. And then kind of goes normal the first 2 picks, right? I'm watching it. Okay, Fernando Mendoza, Indiana goes to the Las Vegas Raiders.
Go figure.
Okay, yeah, pretty. Everybody knew the first pick for several months.
Yeah.
And then David Bailey, defensive end out of Texas Tech, goes number 2. I was like, yep, sounds good. And then Jeremiah Love goes 3, and I was like, oh boy.
Running back also.
Yeah, that was
crazy.
I was like, that's crazy. There's only been 4 running backs to go in the top 3 in the past like 25 years.
Yeah.
And like 2 of them were bust. One of them was so-so, and the other one was Saquon.
Yeah.
Yeah, Reggie Bush was one, and he's like,
Reggie Bush was good, but didn't he just get injured a lot?
Yeah, so he was like, he was okay. Trent Richardson went 3.
Yeah.
Bust.
Yeah.
Huge bust. And
Huge bust.
Ronnie Brown
couldn't
was the
fit
other
into
one.
a shirt.
That too. Dang it. That's crazy. Then Carnell Tate goes 4. I was like, whoa. I was super surprised. The wide receiver out of Ohio State. Arvell Reese falls to 5 to the Giants. I hate the Giants.
Okay, but what happened to the Cowboys, basically?
Mansour Delane goes. One of the guys I wanted. Sonny Styles goes to the Commies. Hated that too. That was the guy. Those were 2 guys back-to-back who I wanted the Cowboys to draft. And I was like, oh, crap.
Yeah.
And then the Saints pick Jordan Tyson, wide receiver.
And that was the 10th pick, right?
That was 8th pick.
Okay.
Spencer Fontenot, offensive tackle. Then Francis something.
Chan.
Oh, wait, no. So now 10th pick happens. And I think the Giants are going to take Caleb Downs, who's the guy I really, 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 really want.
Yeah.
I wanted him. I was like, I don't know how high we had to take him. I don't know if he's going to fall to us at 12. The Cowboys had the 12th pick. And so then the Giants, I'm like, don't take Arvell Reese and Caleb Downs. That would be so tough if they took both.
Yeah.
And then the Giants pick Francis something out of Miami.
Yeah.
And so then I'm like, that's amazing. Okay, now the Dolphins are picking. I don't know who the Dolphins are going to pick. They might take Caleb Downs, safety. That would make sense for them.
But this is Dolphins. Nothing makes sense for them.
And then boom, 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 we have a trade.
Oh.
And the Cowboys trade up. They gave up 2 of their 5th-round picks and their number 12 pick to move up 1 spot, and they take Caleb Downs. Drowns.
Caleb. Oh, no. He already died. Oh. I'm sorry, Cowboys fans.
Caleb Downs, and I'm like crying in the club. I was like, this is what dreams are made of right here.
Oh, wait. I have a message. This just came in. 1 second. Let's hear. Okay, here it is.
Jerry is the best.
Okay.
He is the best. Jerry is the best. And so here's the thing. Jerry gets like everybody thought he was like a top 5 prospect in the draft. He just doesn't play a very valuable position.
Yeah.
But he's going to be amazing. We're going to look back in 5 years and just be like, hey, this guy, he's a really awesome player, all pro.
I'm sure he'll kill it, and then they'll franchise tag him. He'll become disgruntled and then try to get traded or leave.
We call that the usual.
Yeah.
And so on the same day, George Pickens signed his franchise tag. And
so he could get traded.
Yeah, because you couldn't trade him until you sign your franchise tag. So I wouldn't be surprised if they end up trading George Pickens. However, maybe not. I don't know. He's going to get paid $27 million this year. So we'll see.
Is it worth keeping him for a year when you guys won't compete? Or do you trade him for a lot?
We will compete.
Will you?
Yes, our defense is already better than it was last year.
Okay.
And so that's amazing. And then our next pick, we traded down from 20 to 23.
You already traded him?
No, we had another pick.
But you
We had your pick.
You said you had Caleb Downs.
Yes.
And then you traded Downs.
We traded down.
That's what I just said.
Not Downs.
Okay.
We traded down, and we picked up some more picks, some 4th-round picks, actually 2 4th-round picks to trade down with the Eagles, and they take Mekhi Lemon, which he is a wide receiver out of USC. Apparently, the Steelers were like going to take Mekhi Lemon right there at 21. They're like, the Cowboys aren't going to take Mekhi Lemon here. And then apparently, somehow, the Cowboys got word that they were going to take Mekhi Lemon. Cowboys apparently called the Eagles and said, hey, if you want Mekhi Lemon, you better trade up with us because the Steelers are going to take him, which Mike McCarthy, old Cowboys head coach, is now the Steelers coach. So there's some sort of like connection that the Cowboys heard they were going to take Mekhi Lemon. And so apparently...
It's a lot of he said, she said.
Well, the Steelers apparently are pissed at the Cowboys. And they're like, nobody's come out and said this is exactly what happened, but everybody thinks this is what happened.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, that's crazy. And so then Cowboys trade down. We actually take Malachi Lawrence, a UCF defensive end, who apparently is going to be very good.
Yeah.
And so I'm very pleased with what Jerry has done so far. We took another DN in round 3. And so Jerry is done great so far.
That's some stuff I just don't expect you to say very
Jerry
often.
always drafts well. Not always, but most of the time drafts well. He never
signs well,
Contracts
trades well.
He always gives contracts to
Trades
terrible
away your
guys.
best player and does all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Well, he always never gives the right guy the contracts. He always gives good guys great money, and he always takes the great guys and says, "We're just going to franchise tag you,
Well,
trade you."
At least he kept
whatever it
Dak.
is. Yeah, that's what I'm
The
talking
smile's
about.
back.
That's
Goldfish.
Dak is amazing, but he's not like top 5, top 3 amazing,
But sometimes he looks that way in fantasy.
That's
It's
true.
kind of nice.
which is great with the way that you were shaping out.
Yeah, yeah. Anything else you got going, or you want to keep moving?
Keep it moving.
Keep it moving. Well, sounds like it's time.
Okay, we've officially thrown the script out the window. It's time for the main segment. And honestly, who knows where this is going? We don't.
You don't.
God does. But he's not telling.
Oh, I'm stretching. Welcome back to the main segment where we make up something every single week. This week, we decided to do a random segment with no preparation for the most part, featuring Gemini. Sorry, I'm like not breathing currently.
Random rotating segments featuring robots.
What he said. So basically, we have a prompt. We're going to send it into Gemini. We're going to see what randomness it gives back. We'll take one of those ideas and kind of run with it. Could be good. I don't know. You don't know.
God does.
But he's not telling. So here we go. It is currently thinking, quote unquote. So here's the options. The haunting of the smart home. One of you role plays a ghost trying to haunt a modern house while the other explains why every supernatural event is just a glitchy firmware update.
No.
Number two, yeah, that was dumb. Number two, the exit interview for a hobby. Treat a hobby you recently quit like a corporate job and conduct a formal exit interview to discuss the benefits and toxic culture of that pastime.
Maybe.
Number three, the algorithm's wedding toast. Deliver a wedding toast for two people who met exclusively because a hyper-specific social media algorithm forced them together based on their shared love of niche memes.
No.
Yeah, it's dumb. Number four, the superhero of inconvenience. Design a superhero whose powers only solve problems that don't actually matter, like always finding the pool side of a door or perfectly timing a microwave.
Maybe.
Number five, the Museum of the Mundane. Pitch a high-end museum exhibit centered entirely around items found in a typical junk drawer and explain why they are priceless artifacts of the 21st century. Yeah, I don't think we'll have to worry about AI.
Dang it. So I like 2 or 4.
2 or 4. So the exit interview for a hobby. Treat a hobby you recently quit like a corporate job and conduct a formal exit interview to discuss the benefits and toxic culture of that pastime.
Oh, man.
Feel like you could run with that. Or the superhero of inconvenience, you said?
Yeah.
Number 4. Design a superhero whose powers only solve problems that don't actually matter and like always finding the pool side of a door or perfectly timing a microwave.
I think I like 2.
I like 2. So I guess you're ready to just go for it?
Yeah.
Give your formal exit interview?
I have one in my head right now.
Okay.
And then I have one for you, too.
Do I need any...
Music.
Yeah, I thought
Yes, we need
I was
music.
checking to see if you wanted it.
We always need music.
YouTube, studio, music. I kind of want like mystery music. I don't know.
We could do mystery music.
I'm going to see what kind of pops up here, see what options they give. Here we go.
I could really use an Uncrustable.
You always like Uncrustables.
That's what sounds like.
I'm going to type in mystery, see what happens. Yeah.
Mystery. That was the name of SpongeBob's seahorse.
It is.
Fun fact.
Okay, so dramatic is more so the case. We'll go, they have How to Train Your Dragnet.
What does that mean?
It said dragon. I'll click it, see what happens.
Sounds like
No.
a haunted,
This is called Euphoria.
maybe.
Blue screen of death.
It sounds like a Snoop Dogg song.
Missing persons?
Oh boy.
Oh, this could be it.
This is
free exit interview.
Yeah.
You want to go with it?
Yeah.
You have 3.5 minutes, so you can do whatever you want, basically.
Welcome in. And this is the exit interview for the hobby. Running.
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 Oh.
Running is the hobby that I've chosen to do the exit interview for. This is zero prep. This is purely off the dome. And so, pros and cons to running. Pros. Have you ever wanted to join a dating app but decided I don't like to use technology? Join a run club because you get to wear tightly fitting clothing and
Sometimes
go running.
not a lot at all.
Sometimes not a lot at all. Keep your shirts on, people. And so then you go running together, and while you're as you get better at running, you start talking while you're running, and then all of a sudden you're running right next to that booth thing, and then now you guys are both running slower and slower, so that way you can talk more and more. And so now you've solidified your booth thing, and now once you get a booth thing, guess what happens to your running career?
What happens?
Out the window.
Oh.
Everybody stops running after they get booed up. And so that is one of the positive benefits to running. Another positive benefit to running is that you can compete and that you can run races. There are races all the time where people that are your age and the young adults, and you can go run and race and get up really, really early on Saturdays for some apparent reasons. And so now we move into the negatives.
Yeah.
What are the negatives of your running?
Because I'm assuming the negatives, they outweigh the positives, which is why you're leaving this hobby.
I gave you two positives, which
Yeah.
was boothing and running competingly.
Yes.
And so now the negatives are: have you ever wanted crunchy joints?
Oh,
Yes.
I like it.
Your joints feel more like crunchy peanut butter as opposed to smooth peanut butter. When you get up off the couch, you're like, oh, my back. And have you ever thought to yourself, oh, wow, I want the entire Saturday of my own to be like, hey, I'm going to go run 10 miles in the morning and rot all afternoon on the couch.
Yeah.
Well, can I introduce you to running? And so another thing about running is it's so expensive, even though it seems like a cheap hobby. No, you have to buy certain pairs of shoes all the time. You don't have to, but you have to buy pairs of shoes for long runs and short runs, and then recovery walking, and then now you have to buy all kinds of different gels and shorts and insoles and hats and shirts and flip belts and the hydrating vest,
Device monitors, Garmin's,
watches,
apps.
It quickly becomes expensive. Oh, now you want to sign up for races. That costs too. Now you need to travel to races. Now you want to do this. It quickly becomes a lot pretty quick, unless you sign up for local races, which there's only so many of those. And so now you do that. And now what's another thing? Oh, you want to get really good at running? The thing about running is you have to run consistently all the time in order to get good at running. And you can't just go out and just do it. You have to do different types of runs, and then now your friends are like, hey, I want to go running with you. Now you have to drive somewhere just to run.
Yeah.
And so that's why I always tell people, no, I don't want to run with you. I'm going to run from home because so I don't have to drive somewhere and do it. Oh, now you're like, oh, I feel tight and this and that. Now you need to lift for running so you don't get hurt. Now you need to stretch for running so you don't get hurt. Now you need to eat properly for running so you can run better and get hydrated better and your body can actually function. And so,
And during all that time, you lose your family.
and all during that time, you lose your family, and now you need to go to your job just so that you can look somebody in the eyes and say this words. Yep, I got up at 6 a.m., got a quick 5 miles in. Congrats. You're a runner.
Just go with this.
Wow, that's my extra interview for running.
Here's mine, I guess. I'll see how this goes. Do I like this music? Should I go with it?
It's kind of funky.
Okay.
Feels like we're in a downtown speakeasy at night.
And this is where I talk about the exit interview for Pickleball.
I knew it. I was going to pick Pickleball for you.
Have you ever let your whole life be overran by a discount code?
Yes.
Because that's happened to me over the past several years. Every conversation, I can't ever be taken seriously by anyone. Because no matter what, the phrase of Samuel 14434 comes out of my mouth. I've lost friendships, family members, and at times it feels like my faith, which is not where I want to be.
That's crazy.
And that's why Pickleball has to go. Now, even when I leave this hobby, you can still click the link in the bio for Samuel 14434 and get a discount on some paddles. But I won't be saying it much longer, at least during this segment. But yeah, Pickleball, you got to have a good friend to play with. And sometimes those friends are hard to come by because they're busy running or working in youth ministry or doing a million other things. So you just go out there blindly, just hoping to find a stranger. But no, you find Uncle Joe, who's 72 years old, and it's like, I don't have a partner you want to play.
Hi, Uncle Joe.
You're like, okay, I'll play with you, old man, but I got to warn you, I'm pretty good at this. And you're like, this will be easy. This will build up my morale. But you happen to lose 11-0 to Joe because he does this way too much because he's retired. You're crushed. You just feel horrible. You're like, how did this man beat me? So you go to play again. And this time is Betty. Betty's like, there's no chance. Like
Betty
she
Lou.
can't move quick. She can't do this. But no, she dinks like the best of them.
She's 65.
It's crazy. She's had 18 knee surgeries and she still can beat me in pickleball.
She's drawing Social Security.
I know. This is all she does. And again, just discouraging. You keep getting beat down. And occasionally they're like, okay, let's play together. You think you'll be fine. You'll think you have a fun time. But in reality, they're just coaching you the whole time. They're like, keep your paddle up. Don't hit that ball out. Like, let it come to you. Don't come to it. And I'm like, this is not the way. I don't want to be coached by you, Betty, or Uncle Joe. It's crushing. And there's only so long you can be crushed before it's too much. And that's where I've gotten to this point in my career. Pickleball, while it's great, competitive in professional sports that's looked highly upon, like football and baseball and hockey, sometimes you just got to say it's enough. And that's where I'm going with the sport of pickleball.
Wow. I'm proud of you for taking a stand.
And I'm not going to say anything else for these next 30 seconds. But again, you can still click the link in the bio, if need be, for Samuel14434 to save all that money at Friday Pickleball.
Save
$10 off Aura or Aura Pros if you get one paddle, or $5 off if you get two of any others. So
save that money.
yeah.
Are they still being sued?
Until next week, this has been Samuel Sin retiring from pickleball.
That was crazy. Wow, so I guess we have to quit doing those things. No pickleball for you, no running for you.
Yep. So
even though I need to run tonight. I have a half marathon next
you
week.
you still can click the link in the bio if need be. And also, if you want to unlock the church sometime, we can play.
Oh, man.
I played the other day and played with one of my friends, and I thought would play longer. And about 3 games in, he's like, I'm good. I'm like, it's been 40 minutes and you just won a game. You can't say you're good right now after you win. We got to play one more. So I proceeded to win that game. So that way we won 2 games each.
Man.
We only ever won from one side of the court because we were playing with the wind to our backs when we won. And when we played against the wind, we lost every single time. So it was an unfortunate day.
My phone's ringing.
I was like, who is it?
It's Jake Trust and Art.
He's probably like, hey, do you want to do this trade?
He's calling him. Yeah,
He's definitely trying to trade.
That's 100%.
Yeah, and not for fantasy baseball. No, this is for Stratomatic.
Yeah.
Shout out.
On the pod.
But yeah, that was the main segment. And I think it's just time to get into Dane's.
It's time for Dane's Manifesto. Welcome back to part 263 of Dane's Manifesto.
For episode 174 and part 115.
One of my favorite things is going up to girls who are pregnant and then being like, wow, are you 62 weeks pregnant?
Wow. Because, girl, you're huge.
Not like that.
No, you just said 62 weeks pregnant. Yeah.
Or I'll be like, oh, that. I'll be like, they start to develop, I don't know, moving things at 62 weeks pregnant.
I feel like that's similar to how you're like, hey, you're a Proverbs 5 woman. Just try to throw confusion into the mix.
So nice.
Yeah.
So this week on Dane's Manifesto, I am the director of fun at my place of business.
Director of F.
Exactly.
Let's go.
Because I actually introduced myself to these people who are applying for a job there. They came around, they're like, blah, 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 and this is Dane. And I said, yeah, I'm the director of pizza and dodgeballs.
And dodgeballs.
And dodgeballs, yes.
Yeah.
And so they're like, yeah, he's the middle school guy. I'm like, yeah, that's what I just said, director of pizza and dodgeballs.
Yeah, yeah.
And so what I do, though, is I come up with fun things for our youth ministry. And so one of the fun things for our summer camp that I've come up with is we have this thing called Morning Show, which is every morning, like the kids all come down and it's purely fun. It's like an hour of fun that I do different sketches and skits and comedy things. And so 2 of the things that we're doing is we have these videos where last week it was called D&D videos, Dane and Deshaun videos.
Yeah.
And this week I think it's going to be more... no, I don't want to play catch. So
wait, did he ask you want to play catch?
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
I would like to play catch with you sometime.
You go play catch with Jake Trustin.
I would play catch with him.
You do that. I have to go to a going away party.
Yeah, that is true.
And then so we come with this morning show, and last year...
Where do you play catch?
I don't know. I never play catch with him. I played catch with him one time in my life.
Sounds kind of fun.
When we lived together.
I'm surprised he isn't in a softball league.
I don't know. Yeah, he should be in that.
Yeah.
He's got 2 bad knees though. He's had 2 ACL surgeries.
Do you understand who plays slow pitch softball? It's
People
only
with 2
people with
ACL
bad
surgeries.
knees. Yeah.
So last year they were D&D videos, and this year they've been called DK Have It Your Way videos.
Shout out.
Because it's Dane and Kyle videos. And so now I come up with 4 ones because there's 4 morning shows over the course of our week at camp. And so the first morning show, I'm going to show a video, and it's going to be us in the moat at our place of work. And which the moat is a like rain runoff place where it's like water that flows underneath this bridge that we walk over. It's become like a lore essentially. And so it's going to be in the moat. We're going to eat 100 Swedish fish in 100 seconds. It's
100. There's no way you're going to eat that many.
no, that attitude.
There's no way. It takes so long to chew them. They're so gummy.
I know. So the idea is that the theme is Psalm 100 for the entire camp. So the videos are called Keeping It 100. So they're all like dude perfect kind of style challengey videos to all based around the number 100. And so we're going to eat 100 Swedish fish, and whoever gets the closest to 100 or fastest to 100 wins. And the loser has to do a punishment at camp, which that punishment is going to be incorporating Swedish fish into every meal that day of summer camp. So it's going to be like Swedish fish cereal. It's going to be Swedish fish on your burger. It's going to be Swedish fish in your salad that night. It's going to be ridiculous. I don't want that. So I need to win that one. And so the next day is going to be, what is it? I can't remember what it was. It's, okay, the next day is going to be we are throwing a football, potentially, I'm still working on this part, potentially off the roof into a basketball goal that is 100 feet away. And that's going to be amazing. And so the winner gets to not have to do a punishment. The loser has to carry around the football all day long and then have ball security drills when people run up and try to knock it out of their hands.
That's kind of
essentially. The next one is going to be taking a dodgeball from 100 feet away and trying to knock off a cone from the top of our basketball goal that's in our gym. So 100 feet away, probably outside, and you have to throw it in 100
You're on top
seconds.
of your basketball goal, you said?
No, the cones are. And so we had to throw a ball and knock it off of the top.
Oh, okay. I thought you said you're on top of your basketball goal.
No,
I'm like, how is this going to happen?
We're on top of the roof. And if you lose that one, you have to become, or you have to do a balloon buddy. And so you have to create a balloon, name him, and then carry him around summer camp all week or all day long. And if he pops at any point, you have to jump into the lake with all your clothes on, all your regular clothes. And so then the final one is called Rival Lemonade Stand. And so we had to go to a populous place here in town, and we had to sell the exact same product for the exact same price. And it's going to be lemonade for $1. And the closest person to $100 wins, including if you go over.
Oh, you can go over.
Yeah, you can go over.
So it's not Price is Right situation.
No, so $99 would be $103 because you have to get the closest to $100.
But then technically, again, with the going over, you can go 101 is better than 98.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So you don't bust though, but now you have to start trying to give away money. You're
Hey.
like, no, take this money with you. I'll pay you to like drink this lemonade. And people are like, what? But the only rules are we have to be directly across the street from each other, selling the exact same product for the exact same price.
And where are you selling this?
We don't know yet. We're gonna come up. I thought Missouri State first, but you can't sell anything at Missouri State.
Yeah, technically you can't sell anything like anywhere.
It depends. Well, how do kids do lemonade stands then?
I mean, they can get citations for the police. And I think usually the police don't care too much because it's kids, but if it's people in their 20s, they might think differently, Dane.
It's for a youth ministry video. That's what I tell them. And the worst they're going to say is shut it down. I'm like, okay.
I think you would have to...
Also, that would make a fun video if we have the police in it.
You would... Until you get arrested.
Well, yeah, don't get arrested. But
you would have to do it like... You'd have to wear the signs differently. You can't like directly sell the stuff.
What do you mean?
You can't just sell stuff. You can't do that.
What do you mean? How do people do yard sales?
That's again different because you're on your own property.
So?
And also with that, and technically in Springfield, you're supposed to report them.
Really?
You're only allowed to have like 3 a year, which people, unless you just have some Karens in your neighborhood or whatever else, you should be fine.
You can only have 3 garage sales a year?
It's like 2 or 3.
In your neighborhood or for you?
For you. Yeah, you can't just be like, well, I did 3 at my house and now my husband's doing 3 at his house. Isn't it the same house? Yeah. What's I don't understand what your problem is.
Well, I'm going to do a garage sale for lemonade then.
Okay. There you go. I mean, you could do it from your house, but the only thing is, again, I don't know how many people would stop for a lemonade stand if you were the one running it.
They're going to stop.
Yeah.
I can feel it.
Yeah. You could hire a kid.
We should hire a kid.
Yeah.
But
Bring in a shepherd.
I don't think it's actually going to be a big deal. And also, if the cops get called, great. Then they'll
Like,
show
I mean,
up and
persecuted. There you go.
We'll be in the video, be like, actually, neither of us won because somebody called the cops on us. And
Yeah.
kids would think that's hilarious.
Yeah.
So it would work out either way.
Just make sure you don't get like a citation where you have to pay a lot of money.
That would be tough.
Yeah. That'd be rough.
Unless the cop is a real, like, stickler for the rules, I don't think he's going to give us a citation. He's going to be like, hey, shut it down.
Okay.
That's
You
what
heard
I
it here
think.
first. You heard what Dane said is going to happen.
That's what I think is going to happen.
Yeah. Okay. I guess we'll see what happens.
I
Nice.
don't know.
You don't know.
You don't know. God does.
But he's not telling. Do you have any? Is that all your manifesto?
Also, I got the talent show canceled at our staff retreat. So I didn't get it canceled. They just canceled it because everybody was too busy. But what I was going to do was, have you ever seen the SNL Weekend Report where you write different things for each other and make them read it?
That could be bad.
I was going to do it with somebody, and they were probably going to write it like pretty kind of funny, and I was going to go off the deep end.
You're like,
with it.
no, you can't say that.
I'd be like, wow, you're a racist. That's crazy.
And when they heard that idea, that's when they canceled it.
No, everybody was like, I'm too busy to like think of a talent show and this and this. And then I was going to stand up and lead worship for the entire staff. That's when I was like, I don't know if I should do that because I'm sure somebody's going to be mad about Dane trying to lead worship and not doing it well.
Yeah.
So, director of fun, Dane, reporting for duty.
I'm just excited for when Dane's manifesto, the printed version, will come out. So that way they'll know part of your manifesto is getting talent shows canceled.
Yes.
Sounds about right.
Part 115.
Yeah. Nice. Which again, part 115 was also 3 parts. So who knows? Maybe we're on part like 168 or so right now.
167.
170. Yeah. Let's just go to the other part.
Sam's little known facts, out of the box and off the tracks. Oddball genius that knows about tax. Sam's little known facts, and he never listens to Jack.
Welcome back to part 59 of Samuel's Little Known Facts. You heard me earlier bring up the topic of Route 66, and the reason for that is the 100-year anniversary of the road, or at least like the centennial, however they want to call it, is occurring this year. And going into these little known facts, number 1, the birthplace of Route 66 is in Springfield, Missouri. Fun fact.
Allegedly.
It says, while many associate the road with Chicago or Santa Monica, the name Route 66 was officially proposed via telegram from Springfield, Missouri on April 30th, 1926.
I was there.
A plaque and Park Central Square commemorates the city as the highway's official birthplace. So while we're not the beginning or the end, we sent a telegram that said Route 66. So because of that, we're like, let's rename Hammons Field Route 66 Stadium. Let's have the Today Show here next week. Let's have Al Roker come into town.
Oh, man.
I'm going to see Al Roker. Pretty excited.
I'm going to screen something while they're recording it.
So many Route 66 things have been happening around here, and I'm sure there'll be a lot more coming up. But number 2, it wasn't always 66. The road was originally intended to be named Route 60. However, delegates from Kentucky wanted Route 60 for a road in their state. After some back and forth, the iconic Double Six was chosen because it was easy to remember and catchy for marketing. Route 666 was declined.
Whoa.
Number 3, only 800 miles were paved initially. When the road was commissioned in 1926, the vast majority of it was gravel or graded dirt. It took until 1938 for the entire 2,448-mile stretch to be fully paved, making it the first highway of its kind to be completely hard-surfaced. Yeah. Number 4, the first drive-through was on the mother road of Route 66. And that happened to be at Red's Giant Burger in Springfield, Missouri.
I know where Red's Giant Burger is.
It opened in 1947. It is widely credited as the first restaurant in the world to feature a drive-through window specifically designed to cater to the increasing traffic on Route 66. Now, the Red's Giant Burger that is in Springfield, I don't know if that's the original location.
I don't think so, yeah.
But it is like a recreation of what the original was.
It's very okay.
Yeah. It's mainly just there for the tourists.
Yeah.
And then finally, number 5, the endpoint was moved. For decades, the road officially ended at the intersection of 7th and Broadway in downtown Los Angeles. It wasn't until the 1930s that it was extended to Santa Monica, ending near the famous pier to give travelers a literal ocean view at the finish line.
Santa
Monica.
Wow.
Yeah.
Lewinsky.
So that's a little bit of the same as little known facts about Route 66. I'm sure I'll have more to say about this here in the future because, as I mentioned earlier, the Today Show is filming from Springfield, Missouri on, what day is that? Next Thursday, April 30th.
Oh.
They'll be in downtown Springfield, and I'll be there right behind Al with potentially an Until Next Week sign if I'm allowed to bring it in.
Dang it. I think if Michael Fuller ever got a girlfriend, her name would be Monica.
Better than Santa.
Lewinsky.
Oh, he does like Bill. Gosh.
He looks like Bill, too, because Bill's his father.
Yeah.
And now, it's time for Jokes with Jack.
We're back with part 112 of Jokes with Jack. What do you call a bear with no teeth? Gummy bear.
No. Bad.
And now, it's time for...
So, Jack's jokes suck.
1 out of 10.
1 out of 10?
Yeah.
You're not even getting it a 2?
Maybe a 10.
Gummy?
1.7 out of 10.
Okay.
If that.
Oh, Dane, I kind of like this beat. Do you have any songs you could sing for me?
Yo. You hit record, we hit regret, the voice memos, the wildest yet. Hot takes, weird thoughts, midnight dreams. The one guy still chasing his dreams. Mumbled nonsense, emotional flair. We play it back like we just don't care.
Voice memos.
That's proof I can read.
What's up, podcast? I just thought that I would share a perspective on Dane losing the pickleball tournament at the Commons. First of all, he for sure brought dishonor on our family with losing. But because everyone was so committed to Dane and Lexi losing, it made me wonder if Lexi was incentivized to tank the game so that way Dane would lose. Is it just me who thinks that? Is anyone else interested or thinking about this conspiracy theory?
She has another part, but that is a good point. What was the prize? What did the prize end up being?
2 $100 gift cards each.
Oh!
Or you get a $100 gift card each. If you finish second, you got a $50 gift card each.
Oh, so you got... Oh, but you didn't get second.
No.
You were third.
Well, we didn't play for third, but yeah.
Dang.
I know. We got
That's
nothing.
actually way better than I thought.
Yeah.
And think, I almost got paddles thrown on the top of that.
I know. And it was amazing. And so I was like, man, I could totally use this $100.
Dang.
And then
Oh.
that was too nice.
But
I need to tell Lexi this week.
But at the same time, Lexi wouldn't be incentivized because she would have got $100.
I know.
Unless she didn't think that far ahead.
Unless she was paid more.
Oh, they paid her. They paid her under the table.
Yeah,
and it's like, hey, we'll
and
pay
also,
you more money just to make sure that Dane loses.
If you lose, yeah, because theoretically you save money by not paying Dane. Also,
if you lose, you had to wash their feet, didn't you?
No, that's
okay.
weird.
Okay,
but also, what was it? Yeah, if you pay her $110, and then you can guarantee a Dane loss at that point.
And honestly, that can add more value to everyone else. And honestly, that could help numbers in the future because they're like, well, only the staff wins this.
Yes.
That's unfair.
Did I tell you about the hate video they put out about Dane? It was crazy. Here, you don't even have to watch it. You just have to listen to it.
Should I turn on the volume for your phone?
Yes.
Okay, the phone's volume's on now.
And so they made a hate video for Dane and Lexi, but mostly Dane. And so, yeah, here we go.
Get ready to crown a champion tonight. Take home the big prize money. Not Dane and Lexi.
I pray someone beats Dane and Lexi. People love when people are all against one person, you know?
I definitely don't want Dane to win.
And that's basically the only like hate parts, because the rest of it's no talking until me at the end.
Yeah.
When I say the off season starts right now.
Yeah.
But it was legit 4 people in a row just being like, not Dane, not Dane, not Dane, and Lexi, not Dane. I was like, that's crazy.
That's insane. I got to make a quick note in the comments that at 1 hour and 18 minutes, hopefully don't get episode taken down for copyright music.
Oh,
I think I did it quick enough. If need be, I'll just cancel out whatever was just said and basically
leave this.
They just said they hate you.
They do.
Yeah.
Because, it was 4 straight people saying, Dane sucks, Dane sucks, Dane and Lexi sucks, Dane sucks.
Yeah.
And that's the only talking until the end whenever you clearly see that we lose. And then they're like, or they cut to me saying, the question was asked by one of the other dudes. He goes, Dane, how's it feel to lose? And I go, it's a real tough spot. I want to give credit to the other team. But the offseason starts right now.
Yeah.
And so they cut that down to the offseason starts right now, and then it just ends. And I'm like, wow. And they played that in front of everybody at the Commons.
After or before that happened?
After.
That's wild.
But it was the recap video.
Well, we do have one other thought from Lindsay, so we'll get into it.
Oh, and then I have a question for the pod. So I would like for this to be put into a poll on Spotify, which I do not have Spotify, so it's irrelevant for me, but I just want to know what the podcast is going to say. So in the issue of it being, spring and summer now, we need to start mowing our grass, and we have a problem. We don't own a lawnmower, and we never have. You could argue that we should have already had one, but that's not the point right now. So here's our 3 options this summer is 1, we keep borrowing our neighbor's lawnmower, and I think they're okay with it, but we just keep borrowing their push mower, and Daniel keeps mowing the grass. 2, we go and buy our own lawnmower. Or option 3, there's these kids on our street. They're probably like middle school age, late elementary, middle school age.
Punks.
Who started their own little business of cutting lawns, and they charge $35 each time to cut your grass. And so to me, that feels a little pricey, because if you're looking at cutting your grass once a week, you're now going to be paying over $120 a month. It's just, I think it's like $140. Yeah, it's just another monthly commitment. So should we buy our own lawnmower, keep borrowing the neighbor's lawnmower, or pay these kids to mow our grass?
4th option, you blackmail the kids.
There it is.
Yeah, that's what you should do here.
Yeah, throw a bunch of legal red tape at them. Say you're going to get their little company shut down unless they mow your lawn.
Yeah,
for free.
because we discussed that earlier. Like the cops can be called. I'm sure they're not paying their taxes.
They're definitely not.
They're
paying
not
taxes.
doing that for sure. If you want to help them a little bit, where they aren't having to run down their materials, you have them borrow your neighbor's lawnmower to cut your lawn.
So what should you do? You should probably just keep borrowing the neighbor's lawnmower.
Because again, they're going to move back to Springfield.
Right. So you don't buy one.
You don't want to move a lawnmower at this point. That would be annoying.
Well, you don't even know where you're moving to, because you might move to an apartment where you don't have a lawn to mow.
Yeah, don't buy it
that.
yet. You got to wait till you're back in Springfield. So I think you either, again, borrow your neighbor's lawnmower, or you blackmail the kids.
Yeah.
You don't pay the $35. They're just ripping you off. That's not the way. You got to mention like, hey, I've dealt with unruly kids before, so you should know how to blackmail them properly. Her being the teacher
That's
that
true.
she was.
You have been a teacher.
Yeah.
What I would probably do is I'd go to the kids and be like, listen, I'll pay you $35 a week, but you have to mow my lawn twice.
That 30. You don't even need it mowed once a week.
Well, it depends. Because
and then it'll be twice a week. No.
It just depends on how much it rains.
It could be like when you get a haircut. Sometimes you're like, come back in this amount of time and get your sides trimmed up,
or then you
cleaned up or whatever.
You could do it this way if you don't think you'll mow it twice a week. You can say, I'll do you $35 for 2 weeks,
or you could work them down. Be like, hey, say $35 a time. I need it 4 times. Get it for like 100, so then it's 25.
Yeah, you could do that. That's what I was going to say too.
And I'm sure they would probably consider that. Be like, hey, I don't want to do 35 or whatever.
These
but
kids are just looking for money.
I'll pay you the total, but I'll guarantee you more future work.
Yeah,
and then I bet you they would consider it.
Yeah, I'll partner with you all summer if you do it for $25.
Yeah,
each time.
I also don't know how big their yard is.
I don't know either.
Like, can you just throw like Shepherd out there and he might just eat the grass?
Yeah, I tell the kids, hey, I'll give you $100 a month. You mow my lawn every time it needs to be mowed. And if that's 2 times, great. If it's 5 times, that's what you have to do. And so, I don't know. I'd work with them and haggle with them because I think they'll say yes to anything, honestly.
So you don't necessarily need to blackmail them, but just let's work them down a little bit.
Yeah, and tell them, like, listen, this is what we're doing right now, but we'd like to help you guys out, but we don't want to pay 35, so will you do it for 25?
Yeah. Help us help you.
Yeah, help me help. Jerry, help me help you.
There we go. So, well, again, we'll put that in the poll. Should I keep North 4 just blackmail the kids?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
For sure.
We'll throw that in the poll. Let us know what the people of the Until Next Week podcast community think they should do.
We report who voted for the blackmail of the kids.
I said we don't know who votes.
Unreal.
Yeah, we don't know how that happens. I just get numbers.
Yeah.
But again, I might throw it on Instagram as well to get some more people in there. I'll make a note about that. Instagram poll as well. I spelled Instagram wrong. I put Instagram.
Is there a way to play the audio that Lindsay said with like a picture of her or something like that, or Shepherd?
That'd probably be too much. I don't think people listen to the whole thing.
That's what you think.
I think I just put a poll there, and
then you have the poll the next thing.
I think you just do the poll because usually you only can do like minute stories, and I don't want to make like a minute and a half story. That's too much content.
Would they have any context to what's going on?
I think I could just put in the question.
You could just type it out the first, and then the next one be like this.
We'll figure it out, or be like, hey, listen to this part of the podcast. That way we get people to listen as well. Yes. There we go.
Listen to this part, and then,
Okay. Well, we'd had a poll last week on episode 173, Riding a Tornado. We had who had the better wedding draft. 66.7% of people said Samuel.
What?
Which means Dane received 33% of the vote.
Let me vote.
If you vote, it'll probably be basically even because not many people voted on that draft.
Unreal.
I'm like, people, vote in the polls if you use Spotify. We also had several comments from last week. Michael Fuller randomly commented on episode 170 where he just put Judge Judy Jake. Pretty sure that might have been where we renamed Jiggly.
Vengeance for Jake.
Yeah, so that was a comment by Michael. Keenan A. Smith on episode 173 put, whoa, Samuel, 58:15 to 59 minutes. I guess I tried to re-listen. Maybe some of that could have been taken out of context. It didn't seem super wild, but maybe Keenan
knows what he's talking about.
He knows what I said, and I don't know exactly what I said, even though I re-listened. But if you wanted to re-listen and make comments on what I may or may not have said, you can do that. Because Jack also responded, so many that what she said opportunities when they talk about golf.
It sounds like that's what he was talking about.
I think so, yeah. And then you put, what did he say? Even though you could have just listened to 45 seconds of the episode.
I have to participate.
Yeah. Angelo Birdwell put, we had a September wedding on 9/1/2001. It was originally supposed to be outside with a gazebo, but it rained all the week before, so it got moved inside. Fun fact, I did not wear shoes during the ceremony.
Unreal.
Shout out, Angela. We went on our honeymoon and flew back on 9/9/2001.
Probably a pretty good day to fly back.
Did not process that was her wedding at first.
Yeah.
I just thought they went to a September wedding, but now I understand.
In September.
Yeah, you timed that well, Angela. So shout out.
Yeah.
Allie Hoopy. Shout out, Allie. She jumped in. The intro was phenomenal, which you remember, the intro.
Start your engine.
Yes. I've been in 3 weddings, and I can say that the people in the wedding party are told we have to make some sort of entrance to the reception, and we don't want to, nor do we know what to do.
True.
Side note, outdoor weddings plus girls carrying around live flower bouquets plus bees equals bad combo.
Bees are bad.
Yeah.
Which are just
Bears
robot
beats
government drones.
Battlestar Galactica.
Oh.
But they do make honey, and I like honey.
Well.
Do you like honey?
No.
You like your honey.
Bees are just government drones.
Well, you said bees are the reason I don't trust sandals.
That's also true.
Yeah, yeah. I'm going to try to say this word right. Emily Abbott, shout out. I was practicing this word because of how you called me out. Colonoscopies. I think I said it right.
Colonoscopies.
Yeah. Colonoscopies. Colonoscopies.
Colonoscopy.
Colonoscopies.
Colonoscopy.
Colonostompede.
Colonoscopy.
Colon and ostompede.
I've had two.
Emily said, well, hard to pronounce. Save lives every day. Anyone 45 and older should routinely get colonoscopy screenings to help prevent colon cancer. Sorry, I just had to spread awareness.
Especially for dudes. Because, like, for dudes, that's one of the biggest things is that getting colon cancer.
Yeah.
Is what it does.
Yeah.
And they maybe get 2 colonoscopies back in the day. Not as fun as you'd think they'd be.
Did you have to talk to anybody beforehand, kind of like how Michael did? It's like, what should I expect?
No, I knew what to expect. It's you do the prep, you poop until you can't poop anymore, and then the prep is the worst part because it's just you literally drink laxative all day the day before.
The doctor gets a running start. Angela Birdwell said, yes, early detection is key. And then finally, Jack Holmgren jumped on the episode today and left a comment. The Dane and Samuel, or Samuel and Dane, depending on who's your favorite, wedding cliches draft was amazing. Top tier quality. I still use Snapchat and iFunny, and I'm proud. #pride. Gosh, Jack.
He's a child.
Samuel being inappropriate and Dane scolding like a parent, bad Samuel, was the funniest part of the pod. Call him Daddy Dane.
Whoa.
That was a good comment right
no,
there.
Bad Samuel.
He does use iFunny, though. I know 2 people I think that use iFunny. It's Jack and Andrew, who I played pickleball with the other day.
No, delete iFunny.
iFunny was 2012.
Yeah, maybe.
Aggressively. Like, I remember my freshman year in public school, and I'm like,
not public school.
People use this app called iFunny. I don't use an app called iFunny. Is it really that funny?
Yes.
I don't know. You don't know.
God does.
God does, but he's not telling. So, that's all the comments from this past week. If you want a comment to be mentioned, make sure just to drop it in the Spotify section. Or if you have not left a review on Apple, you can leave an Apple review as a comment, and we can read that as well. But that only happens one time. Yeah. Also, Elizabeth Virgil wants us to watch this John Chris series, which I haven't really dug into yet, so we need to do that in the future, and then maybe play some
that
of
series?
Yeah, play some of that on the pod. I haven't watched much yet. I followed it because it's called Springfield First.
Right.
And I'm like, shout out Springfield.
I've been there.
Yeah, and it's basically John Chris doing like a little mini TV series about like being a pastor of like a random church, and they have lots of funny scenarios that occur, and probably some have a little more truth to them than people realize. So we still need to dig into that, Elizabeth, and then discuss it more on the pod in the future. So, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so now we move into what?
Our number one sponsor of the week, obviously.
Jesus Christ of Nazareth. And so this past week I got to teach on something, and it goes like this.
Breathe.
Revelation 21:4. He will wipe away every tear from their eyes, and death shall be no more. Neither shall there be mourning, nor crying, nor pain anymore, for the former things have passed away. And what I read you, like I said, was Revelation 21:4, and this right here is how the story ends. It's quite literally the second to last chapter in the entire Bible, and God, in this revelation to the Apostle John, tells him that there will be no more weeping, no more death, and no more pain. And in fact, this earth will be where Jesus comes back and establishes his kingdom forevermore. And you might be sitting there thinking, driving in your car, or like sitting in your office and thinking to yourself, that's awesome, Dane, but what does this mean for me now? And what am I supposed to do while I'm still living? Like, while there's still pain and suffering in this life, I actually need healing on this side of heaven. And trust me, you're not talking to a guy who hasn't been in those situations, thinking on the side of your bed, like, wow, I could really use healing, both physical or sometimes spiritual healing. And listen, I've told you about like the cancer times in my life, and I've told you about my other disease, ulcerative colitis times in my life, but let me tell you about a time in my life when I actually needed physical healing, when I did actually something pretty dumb.
Oh.
So whenever I was growing up and I was in high school, like we'd hang out with our friends and things like that. And so we would never hang out during the day, during the summer, especially whenever it would be 1,000 degrees. Or if we did, it would be like we play video games, not do anything super dumb. But at night, when everybody was free and off work, we would always do something super dumb or like hang out with each other. So we went across the river one day and we liked to play ultimate frisbee. For some reason, that was my friend group's activity of choice, because everybody always usually had, or one person always usually had a frisbee in their car. And so we just needed like a patch of grass in order to play. And so we're across the river, we find this place, and we actually invited a friend group that happened to be girls. And so then they were playing with us. And my friend, I remember we were throwing it around, and he takes it and he throws it super far. And I had two options, which were I could just let it go and be like, what the heck were you doing? That was a crazy throw. Or I could turn, open up the hips, and take off and show off how fast I was, which I was almost kind of fast one day back in the day, and show off how fast I was in front of all the girls. And so at 17 years old, which option do you think I took, Samuel?
The second one.
The second one. I decided I wanted to run super fast in front of all the girls. And so I turned, opened it up, and started running like the motor that I really was, like the big stallion that my dad claims that I am, which is...
I mean, you can move.
Unreal. I used to be able to move a little bit. And so then I'm running and I'm like gaining on this Frisbee and I'm getting pretty close. And about the time I almost reach up and grab the Frisbee, I flip over my head. My feet are in the air. My head hits the gravel parking lot, which I was starting to run into. And I go, oh, my head. And before I could even like grab my head, I go, oh, my shin. And I'm like, what happened? And I turn and look back. I'm writhing in pain on the ground. And I look back to what had just happened. And I look back and there's this cable wire that like separates the gravel parking lot from the field.
Oh, I was like, how did you flip?
I had run full speed through the cable wire, which doesn't break for you, by the way. And I flipped over it. Luckily, I didn't break my shin, and I landed on my head in this gravel parking lot, and all my friends and my sister happened to be there too. And then they all run over to me and they go, Dane, what happened? And I told them what happened. And then they eventually realized, oh, Dane's not going to die. This isn't the worst thing that's ever happened to him. So my friends hit me with the thing you never want to hear whenever you're in intense physical pain in your high school years.
Can I guess?
What do you think it was?
Walk it off.
No.
Oh.
It was...
Stopping a baby.
No. It was, what's the move?
Oh.
And so they hit me with what's the move, which in high school means, hey, the night's not over. The night is young. Hey, we need to go to our next thing. Where are we hanging out next, basically? And so...
As you're like,
I'm writhing in pain. I'm like, I want to go home. I want to go home. And so we go to our next place that we're going to, which was this place that overlooked the river and the city. And we were hanging out being hood rats there. And so I tell you that story. Well, it ends with me waking up the next day. I finally go home. I put alcohol and peroxide on it. I wake up and my parents see me the next day and they're like, what happened? And I tell them the story of what happened. And I still have a scar to this day on my left shin. And so that was reckless. And the point behind that story was it was awesome and epic and ridiculous. But the actual point behind that story highlights that there is pain in this life. And actually, the suffering you will face at any point in your life will be bigger than the suffering that I just told you about. And there will be suffering all the way to the point where you think to yourself, I can't do this on my own. I need help. I need somebody who can actually fix this. And the really, really, really good news is that there is somebody who can fix this. And this person has actually healed people with physical ailments, and he actually spiritually heals us at the same time. And he is the only one who can actually offer this type of healing in this life. And his name is Jesus. And here's the thing I don't want you to miss. Don't miss this thing. The thing is that if you want healing more than you want relationship with Jesus, then you've missed it. You've decided to worship what he can offer you or the things he can give you rather than having a relationship with the creator, the person who even thought you up and said this world would be better and in fact needs you right here, right now. So you've missed it if you think, oh, I really, really, really just want healing and the things he can give me rather than relationship with the creator. And so wanting those things, though, is a good desire. Wanting to have healing is a good desire, but you can't have this like separation of, I just want your stuff, Jesus. I don't want you. You have to say, I want you and you alone. And if you give me healing, that is what I desire, then fantastic, Jesus. And you hopefully will see healing on this side of heaven. Like I did see healing for my shin on this side of heaven, but there may be a situation in your life where you never see healing, and God is still good even in that, because he also promises at the very end of the book that there will be no more weeping. There will be no more physical brokenness or pain or suffering, or he will wipe away every tear from their eyes, and there will be only good weeping at the end of the story. And so that is what the middle schoolers got to talk about in their small groups, is how Jesus is our great healer. Go to your small groups, kids. And they talked about it. And they actually talked about Jesus healing a demon-possessed man. And
okay.
Apparently the 6th grade girls got really caught up on demons. And I was like, dang it. I was like, I should have taken liberty and been like, hey, we're going to do a different passage for these groups or whatever. But I didn't think they'd get caught up on demons. I thought they'd get caught up on, wow, that's cool that Jesus like casted out demons.
Like, way to go. Shout out.
So shout out to Jesus.
Yeah, shut up. Number 2, sponsors of the week, Jake, Trust, and Art, who tried to call to play catch with you.
That's
Pretty
true.
Ricky, who's, you know who he is, how he is. And Baby Reverend Banks.
Yes, love Baby Reverend
The
Banks.
baby. The big baby. The boss baby, some say.
Who you work with his father now.
In the future,
Potentially.
soon, yes.
When's that going to start?
When I say so.
That's crazy. That's exactly what you need.
Yeah.
May 1st.
Shout out.
May 1st would be fantastic.
It'll be a little later than that, but shout out Baby Reverend.
June 1st.
I have a little bit of time off.
Happy
Not that
June
much time
1st.
off. No. It'll be during May. The number 3, sponsor of the week, who we already mentioned, Al Roker. Al, if you're listening right now, I'll see you on Thursday.
I'll see you Thursday.
Al. When the Today Show is live from Springfield, Missouri. If you want to tune in to try to see me, Dane will probably be working. I believe
on Tuesday?
Thursday? 8 a.m.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Central Time. I guess I'll need to get there probably before 5 a.m.
That's true. You do need to get there before 5 a.m.
Yeah, so that's going to be unfortunate. But tune in from 8 to 9 a.m. Central, and you might see me behind Al Roker.
Being arrested
As I'm trying to give him a hug. So turn in.
Al, hug me.
To the Today Show. Some final thoughts. Hey, we still have until next week's shirts available. I know you still want them.
There's going to be a new merch drop.
Not until we get rid of these shirts.
We need more things for the people.
We need to get rid of more of these first to fund future merch drops.
We should give it away.
You know, also Friday Pickleball, which you heard I was retiring from.
True.
But you can still use my link in the bio to get a $5 off your order of at least 2 paddles, or if you get one like the Aura or Aura Pros, I believe you only have to buy one and you get $10 off, I think. Also, if you want to get locked out of your phone, use the code Samuel14434 for 10% off a Bloom card, and you only have a little bit more time to click Dane's ministry support link. If you want to give him one last hit of money,
just Venmo me at this point.
or I was going to say Venmo would probably be better.
Yeah, it's just easier at this point.
Yeah, so if you want the Venmo, message the Instagram, and then you can send Dane money. Or if you send a little bit more money, you can get a shirt. So we'll let you choose how you do that.
You can do both.
You could.
That'd be great.
Also, just keep telling your friends if you enjoy the pod. Leave us 5 stars. Follow us on Spotify, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram, which is where you can leave us a voice memo. And thank you again for listening to episode 174 of the Until Next Week podcast.
Bonjour.